today. Tortellini, tomatoes, and sausage in a one-pot idea for dinner, which we're cooking up with garlic bread and a quick side salad. I'm Jeff Philbin. This is Dinner DeeAs. Joining us today to share this super simple soup is Chef Madison Hebon Street. Back with us from her Highlands County farm-to-table food truck, Juniper. Bring it in, my friend.
Yay!
Good to
Love
see
it.
you.
I'm so happy to be back. Thank you.
I'm so happy to have you back here because Chef Madison has a recipe that's easy on the dishwasher as it's just one pot, okay? One pot meal here. It's easy on your time as it's quick to cook. Plus, it's easy on the wallet as its main ingredients are store-cupboard staples that you might already have inside the house. It's a one-pot tortellini and tomato soup with sausage plus homemade garlic bread and a mixed green salad.
You're making me hungry.
You're already making me hungry because you're already starting away over here.
I know.
What are we slicing away at over here? What kind of sausage is this?
So this is an already cooked chicken and apple sausage. Purchased it from Aldi, which the amount of options that they have, it was hard to choose. But I landed on something a little sweet, a little salty. It's going to complement everything.
Very nice. Okay.
Awesome. I'm just cutting it on a little bit of a bias right here.
Okay, so you're thinking about presentation at that point too then as well. All right.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these gorgeous sausages. This pan is already hot, and I'm going to throw these bad boys in here.
And no oil, no butter, just straight in.
Yep, just straight in. Definitely. We want, like I said, as much surface area. These guys making good contact and stuff.
Okay.
This sausage is going to eventually release a little bit of oil. It'll give it that browning, but it's just a nice, easy way to keep this, on the leaner side.
Okay.
With the other stuff we got going on.
With the other stuff that's going on. So what's next then?
So next is going to be our super luxurious bougie garlic bread.
Okay.
Right?
Super luxurious bougie garlic bread.
It's going to have not one layer of butter on it, but also a layer of cheese on top. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. You're not going to want the soup at this point. You're only going to want the bread.
You're only going to want the bread.
But we'll try our best.
All right. So we've just got a little bit of some softened butter over here.
Correct. Cool. So I'm going to throw this softened butter in here. My next option is fresh garlic. Fresh garlic. We are going to grate that.
Now, grating the garlic here is going to bring even more of an intensity of all those garlic flavors. The smaller and finer you get with it, the more of that garlic punch that you really want on a nice garlic bread.
It's almost like it disintegrates.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's easier than slicing. You don't have to get the knives out and kind of like mess around with it.
100%.
What size did I have here? What size did I have there? You get that mixture of bites sometimes. Take the microplane, just grate it. Just grate it.
Nice little even in there. Beautiful. I mean, I can keep going with all this garlic. I can do as much or as little as I want.
And it's so much fun, too, because you get all the smells there because of just the intensification of it. Because if you want to feed your family with this simple supper, grab Chef Madison's recipes at dinnerdeas.com. You can see the recipe right now on your phone if you scan the QR code on the screen, which just means open the camera app and zoom in on the black and white box in the corner. Then a link will pop up. Just press that and you can find us.
Awesome. For now, I'm adding some dried Italian herbs to my butter and garlic mixture, along with some dried parsley.
Because you know you have it in the cupboard, folks. This is the time. Bring it out.
Yes.
Okay.
Bring out all those extra seasonings.
Okay.
Everything you got. And you could basically put anything you want in here. If you want a little extra paprika, if you want a little like chili powder, anything like that, red pepper flakes, everyone's just got...
They're sitting there.
Yeah, just sitting there. So it's a perfect throw it all together dish.
Love it.
So I'll fold this in and then I'm going to spread this delicious mixture all over our sliced French bread.
I love this.
Cool. So this is going to soak into all these little delicious crevices that we've got right here. It's going to almost like melt down all the way into it, give us all of that flavor that we're looking for. Just be a perfect accompaniment to.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's nice and tucked in there, massaged in, if you will.
Ooh.
We'll move on to our next step, which is going to be the cheese layer.
The cheese layer. And
yes.
I see cheese over here, but I don't see cheese here. What is this?
This is mayo.
Now, most people would not be thinking mayo with garlic bread.
Nope.
At all.
Nope.
Why?
Lots of people have an aversion to mayo. They don't understand what mayo is. It, in simplicity, is just eggs and oil, right? And when you put oil on something like bread in a pot, what's it gonna do? It's gonna brown.
And sometimes when you see a grilled cheese, they're actually using a mayo as that nice thin
Yes.
spread instead of using butter. So it might sound a little bit odd for being in the inside of it, but it's not.
That is such a chef's secret. I feel like it is so nice to know now that it is just so much extra flavor that can be found in your grilled cheeses. So, yep, super happy with that. So, we've got this amazing paste. This is almost like it's like an Asiago 5 cheese blend. The perfect mixture to make us a nice golden crispy crust on top. The cheese is going to be melty and oozy. Thank you for stirring that. I know See, it's the garlic bread that gets you. We're just
we get so in the zone, but then I'm like, I love sausage
right?
too.
Like, oh yeah, we got a whole meal coming. But right now, we're making even spreads. This is looking good. A nice little top hat on our garlic bread. And ooh, I don't want to waste that.
You can't.
Nope, I will not.
And then how long will this bake in the oven for?
This is going in the oven at 375. Just about 10 minutes. And once again, it's something that's kind of like to your desired doneness.
Okay.
You like extra crispy, leave it in there a little bit longer. You like real mushy, just there, butter and cheese.
So
take it out.
You're liking, go for it, but also it doesn't look like you have any tin foil. You don't have to wrap it. Just kind of pop it into the oven and go.
Pop it in. We want this crusted on top.
We want the crustiness.
That's what we're looking for.
And we're just going to leave it right open, not even bring it together.
Nope, not at all.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, well, we have to take a quick break, and we're going to try not to eat the garlic bread while you're gone. When we come back, how some ready-made ingredients take this sausage all the way to soup. Ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Well, welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. One is the loneliest number, or so sang Harry Nilsson, but today 1 is the ideal number of pots for this simple meal brought to us by my guest chef, Madison Hebenstreet. She's usually serving up farm-to-table treats from her Highlands County food truck, Juniper, but she stopped by our kitchen to share a recipe for her one-pot tortellini with chicken soup and sausage. Plus, we're also making a homemade garlic bread and a mixed green salad. Before the break, we started the soup by browning some sliced chicken sausage, and while they were cooking, we made up our garlic bread, grating garlic and mixing with softened butter, parsley, and Italian seasoning, spreading it on French bread, then adding a layer of cheese mixed with mayo, and got it into the oven. And like, you could smell the difference of grating that garlic, the intensity. Like, it smells so good because you got that happening behind us.
Yeah.
You got your chicken sausage over here that's just
We
like
almost
kind of
lost
like,
track of what we were here for.
you kind of get lost. It's like one
know.
or the other here over here. But while that's just doing its thing and bake it away, now we get to focus in on really the one pot wonder over here. So how are we doing over here? Is this what you're liking?
Yes, I love it. Our sausage is brown, mostly on all sides. She's looking good.
And you said this was already a pre-cooked sausage.
Yep.
This is to really bring a little bit more texture, a little bit of that caramelization over here to get that nice hard sear. So this is really nice now to take on some next ingredients.
Even more flavor.
Okay.
Our next ingredient is going to be this box soup. I know we've all got soup in our cabinets. Way in the back, we've got them.
We've got them. Because like you said this, like this is truly like a lazy dish. Like this is a lazy meal to put together.
Yep.
But sometimes those are the best ones.
Rainy season, fall season, you don't want to go to the grocery store.
Any season.
Yeah, fair. You got it. When it's too hot outside, you're not
I
going.
get in the car and go in there.
No, that's totally true. So you can reach into your cabinet. This is a box soup I highly enjoy using. I actually did purchase this at Aldi.
Okay.
So it's not an Aldi brand, but obviously they carry different kinds of stuff.
Okay.
It is a red pepper and tomato bisque.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and add just this whole entire box to our guys right here. And there we go. And it's pretty thick.
Yeah, I was going to say, like this is like if you were just to kind of say, okay, I'm done.
Yep.
You could, but that's not the Juniper way over here.
No, not at all. We're going to keep layering flavor.
Okay.
Because that's our favorite thing to do. So it's pretty thick. We're mixing it up. As we're mixing it, obviously, when we added that liquid, we're using our spoon kind of at the bottom of this stock pot. It's going to scrape up all that delicious goodness. What's the name of it? I can't remember what that is.
The fond?
Fond, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, the fond, yeah. So we're getting all that yummy stuff up. We're going to add As much as you want. Once again, it's kind of like a guess of how thin you want it. I suggest around 2 cups.
Okay.
And that'll give you the perfect sort of consistency.
And because you have the chicken broth, you're gonna have the flavor. Like if you were just to say, hey, I'm just gonna add in, heavy cream and make it more of that bisque, then you're having a much creamier base over here.
Yes.
And if you were just like, hey, I'm gonna put, just a little bit of water, then you're gonna have a very thin, unflavorful. The chicken broth over here just helps it.
Yep, just adds another level to it. And also the thing that I love stressing about this is since it's whatever's in your cabinet, whatever's at the store, you don't have to do red pepper and tomato. You can just do tomato. You can do like a butternut squash soup.
So you could play around with the seasoned soup because that's really big for you, having the farm to table component with juniper and bringing what's seasonable, what's happening too.
Exactly, yes. We love growing all of our squash, our winter squash during sort of like the fall time when you get the butternut, the honey nut, the pumpkins.
Oh, come on
I mean, it's absolutely amazing.
This soup has legs then any time of the year, and to grab the recipe to make this for your dinner tonight, plus the garlic bread and even a simple salad that we'll be doing later, head to dinnerdeas.com. Scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to find us right now on your phone. All right, well, we let this soup simmer and we let that garlic bread just waft inside the Dinner Deas kitchen.
Yeah.
We gotta take one more break. When we come back though, we get our greens in and have a simple side salad and a homemade dressing ahead of Dinner Deas. Welcome back to Dinner Deas with a simple idea for dinner with just one pot and in it a tortellini and tomato soup with sausage. Not forgetting garlic bread and even a quick salad that we're about to make. All thanks to Chef Madison Heben Street from Highlands County Farm to Table food truck Juniper, who proudly says this is one of your laziest recipes, but one of the best ones, okay, my friends?
Yeah.
Before the break, we added a boxed tomato and pepper soup to our chicken sausage, scraping up the tasty little dark bits from the bottom of the pot. As we did so, plus just a little bit of some chicken broth to give it just a little bit more movement behind it, and we let that all simmer. And during the break, we pulled a little something from the oven over there. I don't know what anyone else is going to be having, but
I'm so proud of her. Like, that looks so good.
Chef,
oh my gosh.
you made a beauty over here. Absolutely. Look at the
Thank you so
colors
much.
over here. And because of just having that layer of that butter and that chef tip of having that mayo just come together, it just makes a beautiful, even coating that just distributed all that flavor so nicely because you can see it.
Yeah.
It's going to taste so good. It's going to taste so good.
She's looking awesome. I can't wait to break into her. For now, I'll go back to our
restraint.
beautiful.
We're restrained.
We're holding ourselves back.
All right. So and you were just chopping up a little bit of some spinach, it looks like.
Yes, just a good old bag of spinach, also bought from the grocery store. Also always almost, when it's in the back of your fridge and you're kind of like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Rotate it.
Yes.
Bring it forward.
Exactly. You don't want another bag of spinach to go to waste sitting in that crisper.
Because food waste is real, folks. And I mean, really, this is one that you were saying, clean the cupboard. This is a perfect opportunity.
Yep.
Play around with what you want. I mean, I see some vegetables that we're going to get into in a little bit with the salad, but throw some extras in there. Throw some into the soup. Whatever you want to do, but know that food waste is real. Here's a great way to kind of clean it out the cupboard too.
Yep, definitely. Not just spinach. You can put whatever kind of vegetables you're looking for. And this spinach, a whole entire bag, I know it seems like a lot. It's going to cook down.
It always does.
It
You always
always
think
does.
like, oh wow, I just got that whole thing. And then it's just like, where did it go?
Yeah, right. It's a little bit intimidating. So we've got it going in there. It's going to keep cooking down. Thank you for that. And then our packaged tortellini. Aldi, we spoke about this before. The creations that they've got there, sometimes I can't even think of.
They're a little out there for some of their stuff,
Yeah.
but also they have a lot of fun and they can also stay true to some basics that you can always just kind of work with and around.
Yep.
And it looks like you've got a nice cheese tortellini.
Basic cheese tortellini.
That's it.
Yep. Usually you can find it in the the frozen section at a lot of grocery stores. This is a nice shelf stable one, which is incredibly impressive. They cook super fast. It only takes a few minutes. I want to say about 10 minutes. We're cooking it directly in the soup too, which is the magic of one pot.
And this is exactly, because that liquid's going to take all of that flavor for you there. And because this now is going to bring, because of the cheese that's inside this tortellini, a little bit of that salt as well. well.
Yes, definitely. The salt and from the pasta, the starch that's going to release, it's going to give us a nice, thick, almost like glossy finish.
Oh, I love it. To grab these recipes for yourself, to make the soup, the salad, and that beautiful bread, just head to dinnerdeas.com or use the phone to scan the QR code in the corner of the screen. Now, we've got this salad over here, too.
Yes.
What do we need to do here?
Okay, so this is just our perfect little finisher. If you've got guests over or anything, you want to make sure they've got a little appetizer going on. It's a nice green salad. We're just adding to our mixed greens. Beautiful cherry tomatoes. We've got those kind of like sliced on the lengthwise. Some cucumber, fresh, cooling. Perfect for any season. Oh, let me get that last guy.
Yeah, so you gotta have them all.
Right?
Cannonball.
Cool. Red onion. I'm a big sucker for onions. I can eat them like apples. Don't get me started.
You like onions that much?
Oh, I love onions that much. It's
right.
it's a family, runs in the family.
Very
crazy
cool.
little family. And then just some nice crumbled feta, because what's better than like salty, delicious?
It's one of my
feta?
favorites.
Right? Definitely. So we're gonna toss all of this together with a little bit of a creamy balsamic dressing.
Okay, a creamy balsamic dressing. How are you gonna make it creamy?
Creamy, once again, my best friend, mayo.
Mayo's coming out again in the clutch
I
over here,
know.
folks. Don't look down and just think, hey, it's only for a sandwich over here.
Right?
You could do a whole lot with it.
You can do a whole lot with it. And you always have it in your cabinet.
That's also true.
Right? Can't complain with that. So I'm adding a little bit of balsamic vinegar, couple tablespoons here and there. It's got that sweetness, it's got that tartness, it's getting you your acidity. We're gonna throw in a little bit of Dijon mustard just to run that acidity home. Our salt, fat, acid, heat, always important to remember. Sugar is going to balance it out since we're adding 2 acidic things to it. So I would say maybe like a teaspoon, don't overdo it. But once again, all to your taste, all to your preference. And our beautiful grated garlic.
Again, it's for that concentration of all that garlic that we're looking for in this dish.
Yes, it goes all throughout so evenly.
I love that.
That's what it is. So I'll give her a little whisk. We can taste her to see if she's what we're looking for. I'm liking the color already.
It's beautiful.
Yes, very happy with this. More sugar?
A little bit.
Yeah, you got it.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. Just take that edge off.
But I really like that Dijon mustard that's coming through.
She's nice. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. Beautiful.
And if you make either of the dishes that we've been doing today, we want to know about it. Take a photo and share it with us at facebook.com/DeeAs. That's what Felicia did. She's watching Tampa. Hi, Felicia. She made the Swedish meatballs shared by Michelin star chef Ebby Vollmer. It was his grandmother's family recipe. Felicia said, they were a big hit. My husband and 2 sons all said they would like to have them again. Thanks for sharing.
You did it, Felicia.
She did it. You did it, Felicia.
You did.
You did it, girl. Get down with your bad self over here. All right, so we're just going to bring all this dressing in.
Yep. Throw her on. She's looking good.
She's looking good. She's going to taste good. And it also means that we have to take one last break. I know. But when we come back, we add, but only slightly, to the dirty dishes by putting it all on a plate. Ahead, it is. Well, welcome back to Dinner Diaz, where we're making a meal with maximum flavor, but minimal cleanup. Using a few store-cupboard standbys, a 1-pot tortellini and tomato soup with sausage, plus homemade garlic bread and a mixed green salad, all thanks to Chef Madison Heavenstreet, who usually is making meals in her Highlands County farm-to-table food truck, Juniper, but today, she's with us. Now, you could see that this is thickened up a little bit. The starches off of the tortellini pasta have helped that. It's reduced a little bit as well. I mean...
Cool. I think all that's left is to taste it and sort of like season it up, give us our final little to go, our green light, if you will. Cool. Tastes like fall.
It does. It kind of hits a little bit. I mean, it's balanced over there, but I see you going with a little bit of the pepper over here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always think it needs a little freshness, just a fresh cracked pepper to finish it off. Beautiful.
It's smooth, too. That was like a smooth, like...
Yeah, for sure. All those flavors combined. Awesome. We are looking so good. I am ready to eat.
I am, too. You ready to plate this up, then?
I am. So we're gonna start with our tortellini. I am going to make sure I get a little bit of everything in there.
See, that's always like the diplomatic piece of this. Is like you got to make sure you get that tortellini. That's gonna have a little bit of sausage. Yeah, make mom happy. Put a little bit of spinach in there.
Yep. Listen, growing up with 2 sisters, you always had to make sure there was an even amount of, specifically black olives. If there was ever anything with black olives, everyone got an even amount, or else it was war.
It was war over black olives.
War. Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. We've got our soup. The lady of the hour, our garlic bread. Cool. We're gonna add 2 pieces right here. Hopefully we can, be civil with 2 pieces.
I will be civil with 2. I will be civil for 2.
Awesome.
I'm sure you at home will also be as well with your loved ones.
Yes. I'll finish tossing up our salad that we've got with that creamy balsamic dressing, just for the perfect, balance, because health is always wealth. And
health is always wealth.
Yeah.
I like that line.
Oh yeah, coming from a farm to table background and stuff, I can't deny that part of the magic of growing and eating your own vegetables is the health benefits.
And you're still working with Farmer Mike over there too?
Oh yeah, good old Farmer Mike, man. He's manning the fields now.
He's manning the fields. Well, we are over here having some fun with everything. Oh, I love it. Thanks to Chef Madison for this entire dinner, all done in less than half an hour. Grab the recipes for the whole menu at dinnerdeas.com. We also have a link to her farm-to-table food truck, Juniper, which you can find over in Highlands County. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more ideas for dinner, as we call them, Dinner Deas. Oh yeah.